Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Village Park here in Oakfield once again for this Division IV regional final between the Lady Oaks of Oakfield and the Waterloo Pirates. Pretty excited about this opportunity one more time. Got all three cameras up and working. Let's see what they look like here. I may have to change the brightness of the one that's behind the plate to see if I can clean things up there a little bit, maybe adjust the lens a little bit. I might have got my finger on there and smudged it. And there is our, one more time, our center field camera shooting in here, grabbing the pitcher. And you can see the booth here. Jeff Sauer here waving next to Doug Mock here. And I'm sure Mandy will be here helping keep score as well. Excited again about this contest here. I'm going to step aside here from some of our sponsors, and then I'll come back and I'll talk a little bit about Waterloo. As you can see, the Lady Oaks of Oakfield are getting things rolling here. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream shortly.
Operations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Let's talk a little bit about the visiting team here from Waterloo. I forgot my glasses, Coach. That's what I walked all the way over there for, is to get my glasses, and I left them still. Can't believe it. I grabbed my cord, but I forgot my glasses. Let's see if I can actually read this here. Waterloo record is 11-11. They came out of the Capital South Conference. You're going to hear us talk a little bit about that with head coach Rob Schaefer. They finished second in the conference, 5-3 overall, behind Marshall. It is a really good softball program over in Marshall that is 8-0. 8-0 is the conference record for Marshall. And let's take a look at some of the big wins that they had. They did face the same as a Lamira team out of the flyway. They lost 10-0 to Lamira. And they also was trying to look and see if I recall. I don't think that they played anybody that was a common opponent until they get down to what was Horicon. But Horicon had two of their top players gone for this contest that they played, and that ended up costing them huge in that regional game. They decided that they were going to concentrate on track instead of doing this. And here's the argument of why you do not allow dual sports is because you just put a team that is a very good Horicon softball team and program in jeopardy, and they lost 21-0. You just say two girls don't mean a bit difference. Well, one of them is your ace pitcher. That does make a huge difference, and the other one is a great athlete as well if they're out for dual sports. So that really hurt their program in general. I could not find any other statistics on Waterloo. They like to keep theirs buried, and they like to keep them secretive, like a lot of programs. I don't understand why they do that, but I'm still glad that obviously that the Trailways East allows for forces the coaches to make sure that they're posting their information on WSN so that we have something that we can talk about for each of these teams. We'll come back and we'll talk about more when they get to their starting lineups. You'll listen to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back after these messages.
With excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My property shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Spring is...
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Let's take a look at some of the information that we have here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. And yes, I know that some of their stats are not updated as well because they have a 17-5 record, but it shows on the statistics side that they've only played 18 games. So that happens. Part of it is you take the 2 games that they missed with Wayland, and those counted as 2 wins, so that takes you to 20. So I don't know what happened to the other 2 games, but it doesn't matter because the statistics are still very, very aligned with the way that this team competes. 17-5 overall, 202 hits on the season, 166 RBIs, batting average of a 385. Their pitching staff has an earned run average of 224. Based on balls, they've walked 35 players and struck out 110. Horicon was 10-2 in the conference. Oakfield was 11-1. Again, it wasn't updated here with their recent information with the 2 forfeits there by Wayland, which then gives them now the conference title, and we celebrated that with them the last time that we were here, and unfortunately I did not have my microphone set correctly. It's all on me. I told them the wrong dial to turn on, so that's just the way that things went, and I told the girls should they win today, we will talk all about senior night as well. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics or some team statistics that we have here for the Lady Oaks. Again, they played 22 games. They have 100 hits is what's recorded here. 66 runs. I'm sorry, that's their pitching staff. They've only given up 100 hits, 66 runs on the season, 36 earned. So that 30 unearned runs is something that I know that Coach Schaefer would like to get cleaned up here. Earned run average of a 2.24 for their staff, giving up no home runs, 35 walks, 110 strikeouts. None hit by pitch. That I'm not sure if that's 100% sure, but it wouldn't surprise me because of how accurate their pitchers have been. And the whip is a 1.2. You get 1 and less than a third batters up to bat each inning by the walk or by the hit, which is just phenomenal a number for the girls. Let's take a look at their offense. They've had 525 at-bats, scored 183 runs on the season on 202 hits, 140 singles, 32 doubles, 13 triples, and 1 home run. Make that 2 because they had one. Olivia, or was it Ryan, I think, had a home run. I think it was Ryan Realbig had the home run against Living Word Lutheran on Tuesday. They have had 90 walks on the season and only 79 strikeouts. Again, when you have that kind of numbers, you know that you're going to have a winning program when you have less strikeouts than walks. They've had, I know that their stolen bases and everything are not accurate here, and that's okay. But what you need to take a look at is their batting average is a 385, on-base percentage is 47.6%. Slugging percentage is 47%. They're not a power hitting team. That's not the way that this team has been built, and they're not hitting the home runs like they have in the past. That's not the way the team is designed to function. OPS of a 946. Again, you want that close to 1, so they're in fantastic shape right now. Let's take a look at, again, the bracket. You can see how things played out. Oakfield, had a 10-run rule, as did Waterloo, 21-0 over Horicon. And again, I talked about it. They lost their main pitcher, and they lost to one of the other athletes to go to compete at the track regional. And again, so if you're looking for a reason why you do not allow for dual sport athletes, right there is your reason. You've forced the girls to make a decision about putting their team or work for some individual glory at the state tournament in track. We're going to step aside here, and we'll be back, and we'll take and listen to an interview by head coach Rob Schaefer. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Tune up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Joining me now on the pregame show is the head coach for the Lady Oaks, Coach Rob Schaefer. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for coming back to Oakfield, Jeff.
Wouldn't miss it for the world, and I hope that everybody understands that. I love these girls. I love this community. I love working with you guys. So thank you for making it so welcoming and so easy to do so. Hey, let's talk a little bit about the game on Tuesday. Give me just a quick recap of the Living Word Lutheran game.
Yeah, it was a game that we, didn't come out really firing on all cylinders. We lost the week previous due to weather. We weren't really in a good game. It took us a little bit to get going, but that goes credit to Living Word Lutheran. They were ready to play. It took us a while. Once we got going, it ended up in our favor. So hopefully we can take that game and get more focused earlier in this game.
2 5-run innings, like you had mentioned. You started out right away, and then a couple of mistakes, I would say, and had a hard time hitting the ball. But then, again, it clicked again in the fourth inning.
Yeah, they took momentum from us. We had a drop in left. We had a double play. Runner got picked off first, and we had a bunt. We didn't put it where we wanted to. Each of those plays, the other dugout got a little louder and got a little more momentum going their way. We talked about the girls, one pitch at a time. Bad things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen. You got to get on to the next pitch, and I think they'll do that tonight.
Let's talk about today's contest here. To me, maybe other people are not surprised, but I am absolutely astounded today that you are actually playing Waterloo and not Horicon. But this is sometimes what happens when you allow dual sport athletes during the regular season. So just talk to me a little bit about maybe your surprise and what you know about the Waterloo team.
Yeah, so, I talked to Horicon coach. He was frustrated. In Horicon, they let girls play multiple sports, so they had a track meet that night, and he didn't have his full roster. So that's a lot of work to put in a season and get to a regional game and not have your full roster moving forward. In Oakfield, we don't allow that. Doug does a really nice job of encouraging kids to stick with the sport, and the girls show up for every practice and are locked in all year. So I appreciate the community and the policy, and it helps us. Regarding tonight's game, Waterloo, I'm not surprised to see them. They were a 5 seed. They have a catcher, number 32, that hits really, really well. They have a sophomore pitcher that's striking a lot of girls out, and we got to be ready for them. They're a good team.
I was able to try. Couldn't find a lot of information on the statistics of the team, except for I did see that I believe they finished second in their conference, and I believe they're in the Capital South. Just behind a very good Marshall team. Yep. So they do play some decent competition. I did not see a lot of comparable information either about this team. So tell me what the strategy is.
Well, the strategy from us defensively, we feel we're a strong defensive team. We're going to let Lainey find that strike zone a bit. Hopefully she can control the corners. We got to keep 32 off not in a position where she can beat us with a swing. And then, I think we'll be just fine. But there's girls on that lineup we have to be careful around, and we have to take care of our business. It's not going to be an easy game.
Yeah, one thing I love about the regionals, and here's the regional final here. You win, survive, advance. Lose, season ends just like that. And when you add that extra pressure in there, it can make a huge difference. How'd you prepare the girls for that?
I think our team plays better when they're smiling, when they're loose, when they're having fun. So I told the coaches tonight, make sure you got smiles on your face, make sure you're encouraging. It's not like boys baseball where you can yell boys into competing hard. Hockey is the same way football, right? You can get on their case and maybe get a little more out of them. Girls need to feel good about themselves, in my opinion, to perform well, and that's what we're going to work as a coaching staff tonight. We're going to keep the girls smiling, try to play, keep them loose, and let them know that either way, it's just one play, and they'll get it the next time.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't talk about?
No, I again appreciate you guys coming down. I hope to see a good game, and I'm excited to see the outcome.
Let's go, Lady Oaks. This has been the head coach here, Rob Schaefer, joining me here on the broadcast. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream after these messages.
68738.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
We are Hookshaw's marketing.
Whoa, sorry about that. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream as we get ready here still on the pregame show. As we're going to get ready here for the lineups here and for the national anthem that's going to be sung by Annabella. Annabella. Yeah, she doesn't want me to record it, so I won't leave it live while we're doing it. But I'm going to tell you how great a job she does after we come back from that. And we're getting ready here for the announcement here for good sportsmanship here. You can see both of the teams here. There's, again, let's double-check our camera angles here. We've got, that's Waterloo's. Obviously, that is their line there. We don't put the dugout camera in anymore. We feel like we get a better shot when we're shooting it down the first base line. And then there is the entire field here. It looks like a little bit of blurriness, so I'm going to see if I can fix that real quick. I'm going to run it 2 ads, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the starting lineup. So listen to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here. I got to see if I can help. I got a broadcast over on the other side. Just wanted to double check and make sure. It does seem like they've got everything working over at all of our broadcasts here. I was able to double check and make sure that we've got everything working here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for the Waterloo Pirates as we're going through here. At shortstop and leading things off is Callie Davison. Ellie Schauman is the pitcher. Emma Bauman is the catcher. Marissa Spoke is the DH. Maya Novak is the third baseman. Alexis McCarty is center field. Maddie McCarty is at second base. Annika Freund is in right field, and Nevaeh Lawson is in left field. And they do have a flex player. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for the Lady Mighty Oaks. We're going to go around to their defensive horn here. They're going to go through and they're listing off all of the players in order. And we're going to do it by their position here. I just wanted to see if I still had the right brightness and I was able to pick some stuff up there. So looks okay on that main camera. I wish I could get it a little bit dialed in more, but by itself it's a little bit more of a challenge. Let's take a look at the defense here for the Lady Oaks as they get ready here to come out onto the diamond here. And talking about our officials here, let's go through and just double check and make sure that we have our cameras set up here. I got a little bit of a twist. I don't think I'm obviously going to go out there and try and fix it. It moved a little bit on me. I'm not sure what I did. Let's take a look at. Oh, that's awesome. Good representation coming at Oakfield down at the state tournament. There is our first base camera, if I can remember to hit it. Here is our camera behind center field fence that gives us a shot of the batters. Again, and you can see us lined up here inside the booth, and there is our home plate. Yep, I did. I turned it up for the national anthem. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the defense here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. Lainey Shep is on the mound, pitching to Alexis Liebenau. Over at first base is Georgia Hoffman. At second base is Meredith Steinke. Continuing around the horn is Krista Sabel, and Olivia Vielbig is your third baseman. In left field will be Lydia Fleury. In center will be Ryan Vielbig and Hayden Colleen in right field. As we get ready to get things started here, leading things off will be Callie Davison. Sorry about turning that up over there. I forgot that you've got a game over there. That little vibration twisted my camera. Yeah, it did. I'll get it. I have to just find a stick to reach out there and twist it. Actually, can I borrow that umbrella? I have a feeling I didn't get it tight enough, and it's going to happen the entire time here, so I'll just keep this umbrella. Pretty close. That's why it was here, so that I can adjust my camera. All right, here we go. Ready to lead things off is Callie Davison. On deck will be Allie Schumann, and in the hole will be Emma Bauman. First pitch is in there for a strike here immediately, right on the button at 5 o'clock. Boy, I can't believe how awesome Doug is at getting all that stuff set up perfectly on time. First one is going to be hit on the ground over the shortstop. Krista Sabel picks it up, fires across the diamond, and gets the first out on the 6-3 putout. And let's see if the instant replay is set up. It is. That's absolutely incredible as well that I was able to have that. Wind is out of the north-northeast at 6.9 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour. So we've got a beautiful game temperature and wind for a perfect game here. That's going to be hit right up the middle. That'll be the first base hit by Waterloo. And a nice piece of hitting right there by Allie Schumann. Courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. As she's got the first hit of the game. A nice piece of hitting right there. And it was number 10 coming in. Lucy Bettendorf is in as the courtesy. Coming up to bat is Emma Bauman. Coach Schaefer talked about this. She is a very good player. That first one is there high for a ball to Bauman. I can see I'm a little bit hot on my mic here, so I'm going to turn me down just a little bit. That's going to be a little bit low for a ball. 2-0. Baseball came over here as fouled over. As over on the other side, we just don't have enough team members here. So we got 4 teams spread out covering softball. We would have been over here covering baseball, but Oakfield got a home seed. They're the 7th seed taking on the number 10 seed, Ozaki Warriors. That's in there for a strike as Emma Bauman looks at it. Go right past 2-1 with 1 down for the Waterloo Pirates. Lucy Bettendorf is the courtesy runner sitting over at first base. That's in the dirt. Good stop there by Alexis Liebenau. Is it Liebenau? Okay. I was hearing no, and I wanted to make sure that I've got it correct. I would have thought you would have corrected me a long time ago. At least I would have hoped you would have been comfortable enough. There's going to be a ball and a walk to Emma Bauman. Let's see if she's going to stay out there and run as well in today's contest. It looks like she is going to stay out there and run. It's going to bring up Marissa Spoke, the DH. She's DHing for the center fielder, if I remember correctly. Here comes the pitch. A little bit low in the dirt for a ball. Oh, for first baseman. Okay, thank you. Yes, you're right. I remember that now. There's too much stuff trying to go on right now. That's going to be hit on the ground. Sobel picks it up, gets over to Olivia Bielbig to get the lead runner out at third base. 6-5 on the putout. Good play there by Krista. Smart play by the shortstop to get the lead runner. That's going to be fouled off. I don't know how I just got messed up here, but and reaching over there and getting the out on the ground out. No runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 left on. And after 1/2 inning, your score is 0 as the Lady Oaks coming at the bat. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238.
Welcome back here. First pitch into Lainey Shep is a strike by the pitcher, Allie Schumann. Let's take and set to the entire defense here. At first base is Kylie Webster. At second base is Maddie McCarty. That pitch is going to be a ball high. Over at shortstop is Callie Davison, and at third base is Maya Novak. In left field is Nevaeh Lawson. In center is Alex McCarty, and in right is Annika Freund. Here's the pitch on a 1-1 count. That's going to be high as well. 2-1 to Lainey Shep, trying to get things rolling here and started for the Lady Oaks. Good job out there on the mound as she was able to get out of the first inning with no damage, only gave up the one hit. Takes a swing at that one up by the eyes. That's going to be a strike. Now 2-2. Now she's got to be a little bit more defensive up there and protect at the plate. Regional final action here at Village Park. Again, I talked with Coach Schaefer. It starts to get a little bit more tense every single time and goes down swinging for the strikeout. Brings one out for the Lady Oaks. Good pitch there right down the middle. Just swung over top of it. A little bit drop ball is what it kind of looked like to me, but I'm not an expert on the pitches. Ryan Vielbig up to bat here for the Lady Oaks. That first one is going to be above her head for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Allie Schumann in the dirt. Oh, that's going to be right there on the outside edge for a strike. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Goes to bunt, pops that one up, and the third baseman makes one heck of a play over there to get the out. Great job there, jumping in there and diving in there and grabbing a hold of that. Not sure why I've got a little bit of a glitching taking place here on that one camera, so we'll see if we can fix it. Here comes the pitch in. Inside and tight to Krista Sabo for a ball. Great play again over there by the third baseman to grab a hold of that pop fly. That's in there for a strike, 1-1 to Krista Sabo. 2 down. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit off to the right-hand side. Drops in there for a single for the Lady Oaks, and they have got a runner on base in Krista Sabo with a good job on that contact. Brings up Georgia Hoffman, number 12, for the Lady Oaks. First pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, and 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up into the infield. The catcher calls for it and grabs a hold of it and gets the out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 1 inning complete, your score here from Village Park in Oakfield is 0-0. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
58 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back. First pitch. Gets away from Alexis there. In there for a ball. Alex McCarty up to bat. Next one is in there for a ball a little bit high. 2-0 from Lainey Shep. Of course, I adjusted the brightness on my camera, and now that the sun went away, it looks really dark on my main plate camera. So I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of adjusting here on my screen here. So we'll see if I can fix it. In there for a strike. Three and 1. Is your count? Here comes a pitch. Hit hard out into gap at 5-6 and gets the single for the base hit for Alex McCarty. Right on top of that one, hit it hard and drove it out into left field. Lydia Fleury grabbed it in and shot it back in as fast as she could. Brings up Maddie McCarty, Here's the pitch. Boy, is he flinching. Ball 1. I thought that was a good pitch there to start things out, but ball 1 is the call. That's going to be hit foul down the left-hand side. Makes the count 1-1. Runner sitting over there on the first base. Lexus looking in, as well as Laney trying to get the pitch call here. Again, that runner sitting over at first base. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Runner takes off, throw is down a little bit late, and a stolen base for Alex McCarthy. McCarty, sorry about that. Here comes the next pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Keeps the count at 1-2 from Matty McCarty, the second baseman. Here comes the pitch by Lainey Shep as she gets ready to deal. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a pop fly. Georgia Hoffman gets in there, grabs a hold of it, and is able to keep the runner. Good reaction play there by Georgia to get the out. One down. Freund tries to bunt it. Unsuccessful at that attempt. That'll be a strike. The right fielder, Annika Freund, for the Waterloo Pirates. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt, good stop there by Alexis. 1-1 with one out. Well, you can see Ryan shifted a little bit, got herself in the camera shot. That's going to get away, and that's going to allow the runner to advance. Runner sitting over at third base now. How can he see? He's diving out. 3-1. We're going to step aside here while they have a conference. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back. That's going to be hit on the ground. DeSable fires across the diamond, gets the out, but the run's going to score for Waterloo as they put the first run across the plate. Freund does her job. Brings up Nevaeh Lawson now to bat. That's going to be hit down the right-hand side. Hits the line, and that's going to stay fair. She's going to try and get into two. The relay comes in. Oh, and she's going to get in there with the slide. And a nice job there by Nevaeh Lawson on the double. Still 2 down here for the Lady Oaks. This Waterloo team has come to play some softball, continuing with their hot streak. Two down. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. Georgia Hoffman tries to get there, just couldn't get there in time. And it'll be a big strike on the foul ball. 0-1. Leadoff hitter here in Callie Davison. That's going to be hit well, but it'll be right out to Ryan Vielbeek, who's going to grab it and get the out for the Lady Oaks. But the damage was done in that inning. I have them down for 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 1.5 complete, your score is 1-0. We'll be back.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Andy Kolker at my
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Your score, 1-0 for the Waterloo Pirates. They just pushed across 1 run here in the top of the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 2nd right now for... So you can't announce the flex or what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Lexus Liebenau leading things off. Now she bangs one off of her ankle. She's going to be all bruised up by the time this contest is over. Caught one off of the hand, now just drills one off of the ankle. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-2. Were you flinching? We should have a little kitty here that every time you flinch, you have to put a quarter in the kitty. And then we can go to Katie's and discuss it later. That's going to be sawed off on the hands right to the third baseman for the out. Brings up number 11, Lydia Fleury for the Lady Oaks. Trying to see if they can get some stuff rolling here. Here comes the pitch. Gets that one sawed off of the handle as well. This one right to the shortstop for the out. 2 down here now for the Lady Oaks. Brings up Olivia Vielbeek now here for the Lady Oaks. Let's see if Olivia can get something started here for us. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball high. 1-0. Here comes the pitch by Allie Schumann. Inside for a ball. 2-0. I want to say this is the first time she's been down 2-0 to a hitter, so let's see how the Lady Oaks respond to this. Hayden Colleen is on deck. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Here in the regional final at Village Park, That's going to be sawed off to the right-hand side, foul. Deuces Wild up on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a strike out for the Lady Oaks, and Waterloo after 2 has the lead. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And after 2 complete your score, 1-0. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My property shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God.
Welcome back here. I'll get into a rhythm with the commercials here. I just cut myself off, so that's okay. Brings up the second hitter, Allie Schumann. The pitcher for Waterloo. She had a single the first time up. 1-0 for Lainey Shep here. Here comes the second pitch. Nice pitch there, a little bit of a change in there for a strike. 1-1. You flinched on? Oh, yeah. It's a good thing it's on video. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be sawed off right over to Georgia Hoffman, who once again reaches out there and grabs it and gets the out. 1 down for Waterloo. It's the second time that Georgia has had to come off of her main position. Brings up Emma Bauman, the catcher for Waterloo. That's going to be hit well out into center field. Over the fence for a home run. And a good job there for the Pirates, as Emma Bauman was the one that they said they had to be careful of, as she can send that ball out of here. And she did. Right over center field fence. And it is now 2-0 for the Pirates of Waterloo. It's going to bring up now number 26, the designated hitter, Marissa Spoke. Go back in and just say, it's okay, Laney, we got to get up here and score some runs anyways, so let's get our defense rolling. You keep showing strikes. That first one in there for a strike, just like that. I also noticed Laney is more successful, just like every pitcher. If you get that first pitch strike, you should be in better shape. The last couple of times, especially even in that first inning, she started behind in the count. That's going to be hit to the right-hand side for a base hit. Getting underneath it and grabbing it is Hayden Colleen. But good work there for the Waterloo Pirates again. For the base hit. Brings up Maya Novak, who grounded out the first time up to the third baseman. That's going to be fouled off for a strike. The third baseman herself for Novak. Just a sophomore for Waterloo. In the dirt. Good job there by Alexis. 1-1 is the count. That's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1. Runner over at first base. That's going to be hit right to Sobel. She's got her picked off on the double play. And a good job there for the Lady Oaks. I couldn't hit the button fast enough. My apologies over there. Line drive right to Crystal. She grabs a hold of it and fires across the diamond to get the out. You had a chance to see that right there on the instant replay. No runs on one hit, no error. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left on. After 2.5 complete, your score is 2-0. We'll be back.
Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
Welcome back. See if I can get that sun to come out here. That'll definitely help with that camera view here. If not, I'm going to have to pop out there and see if I can brighten it up a little bit. I'd rather have the sun come out, though. Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks is going to be number 15, Hayden Colleen. Still the first time up here for Oakfield against Allie Schumann. Here comes the pitch to Colleen. It's in there for a strike on the outside edge. Oh, and 1. It's going to be hit over to the right-hand side, but right at the right fielder and gets the out. Good contact here, so the ladies are starting to make some contact, but it was perfectly played by the right fielder to get the out. Brings up number 2, Meredith Steinke for the Lady Oaks. Here's the pitch. Oh, I thought that was a little inside, but called a strike. 0-1. Right underneath the hands of Steinke. Here comes the pitch. Strike on that one. Swinging for strike number 2. 0-2. One out here for the Lady Oaks. Top of the order coming up if Steinke can get on. That's going to hit her in the foot, and she's going to advance. Kind of caught the hand of the catcher, Emma Baumann. Umpire's checking with her. She says she's okay. And Steinke reaches on the hit by pitch. Brings up the top of the order now. The pitcher for the Lady Oaks, Lainey Shep. It would be great if she could make a single contact right here and help herself out. Good speed in Steinke over at first. That's going to be outside for a ball. One and 0 is the count to Shep. Struck out swinging the first time. That's going to be upstairs as well for a ball. 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Tries to lay one down. Got a piece of it, but just couldn't execute quite as well as she would have liked to. Fouls that one off. 2-1. First baseman now from Waterloo comes in, as well as the third baseman. Here's the pitch. That's going to be up by the eyes, 3-1. That one she took a swing at the last time. Good job there by Laney to lay off that high stuff. Right at the eyes, it looks like a beach ball coming in there. You want to take a swing, but good discipline by Laney. Hitters count. Pops that one off to the right-hand side. The first baseman's going to get over there and get the ball in foul territory for the out. Two down now for the Lady Oaks. Brings up Ryan Vielbig, flew out. Foul ball came in from baseball again. Good job there by the right fielder. One and two is the count to Ryan Vielbig. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. I thought it was a situation with the live stream, and it is over in Laconia. They're getting hammered with rain. Slaps that one foul to stay alive. So both the baseball game over there that we were covering with Laconia and Marquezan and the softball game between Laconia and Mayville is in a rain delay right now. Justin was wondering what he should do. He said the field looks like Lake Michigan. Actually, he said Lake Winnebago, but that didn't register with me. So that one is in a delay, so hopefully they've come over here to watch. That's going to be fouled off once again to stay alive. Thanks again for joining us here. Amy Ackerman says, let's go Oaks. She knows what to do, and the rest of you need to follow suit right now. She's broken the seal. You need to get in there and let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from. Slaps that one just foul down the third base side. Ryan in there battling hard to stay alive. She wants to push that run in that stolen base by Meredith Steinke across. One and two still is the count for Vielbig. Here comes the pitch. On the outside again, slaps it to stay alive. Yeah, Justin said that cloud has been sitting over them for about 10 minutes already and just dumped. I got Doug Mock here saying that's the perfect location for it. It's that one. Good job there by Ryan Vielbig. And Steinke's going to turn, and she's going to score. Vielbig's going to try and get in there, and they're going to say she is out at second base. But she gets the run to come across. I think that Coach is right, that the tag was a little bit high, but they're going to say, we're going to see if she's going to stay there. They're going to appeal. The home plate umpire is never going to overturn this. I can't see at least that happening. We'll stay right here to see what the conversation is. As of right now, Vielbig had this single. They're going to see the tag was up high. It hit her up in the chest. And I believe I'm not sure what they're going to say, but I believe the tag was up high in the chest, and I think she was in there safe. But I didn't have the center field camera on there either. So they're going to say safe on the tag, and the Lady Oaks are still alive as Ryan Vielbig is going to be sitting over at second base. Very interesting there for Ryan. Congratulations on the double. Actually, Yeah, we're going to call that double. It is. Single and advanced on the throw. And the coach now from Waterloo is out asking for questions here, but I agree that they should be asking. And Ryan Vielbig sitting over at second base right now with Krista Sabel coming up to bat here for the Lady Oaks. Number 10, Vielbig again sitting at second. Krista gets any contact here on a base hit. You know Vielbig is scoring. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman's head. That'll be a single for sure. And coming across is Ryan Vielbig to tie things up here for the Lady Oaks. And a good job there by Krista Sabel on the RBI single for the Lady Oaks. Good piece of hitting for Sabel. And it's going to bring up now in the 4 spot, the senior number 12, Georgia Hoffman, who was pretty hot. This one, she got sawed off on the hands for the flyout. And we are tied here in the 3rd inning, and boy, do things change with that missed tag out there at second base. Again, thanks for joining us here. I don't care if you're a Pirates fan or if you're an Oaks fan. Let us know in the chat who you're watching, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players. I mean, we've got a great game here in the regional final. In Division 4, as the Lady Oaks had to move up a division. Here's the pitch. Georgia's going to take one off of the backside, and she's going to advance on the hit by pitch. And now we have runners at first and second. And Krista Sabel again has great speed at second, and we're going to step aside as the coach from Waterloo is going to step out there and have a conversation. We'll be back here on Jeff's Lives.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling only guide service with
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Still coming up to bat is going to be Alexis Liebenau. And guess how many outs there will be when Alexis is up? 2 outs almost every single time. Last time she led off with no outs, but let's see if she can come through with the 2 outs. Georgia Hoffman sitting over at first base. You got the senior connection all the way up here. Alexis a senior, Georgia a senior, and Krista a senior, and Ryan ahead of Krista scored. There's your 4 seniors on this team trying to make something happen here in the regional final. That pitch is in there for a ball high to Alexis Liebenau. One and 0 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Ball up high as well. Boy, we can really hear the dugout over here cheering. And Coach has talked about it before. The energy. No, I did not put it in there. We put it across over here this time over at the first base side. Right in there for a strike. Sitting there waiting for that first strike to come in. That's a good play by Alexis. 2-1. Now let's see, now that she's seen one come right down the middle, let's see if she can get a hold of one here. Here comes the pitch. High, good job there. Hard to hold up on that one that's up by the eyes, that Alexis does it. And it's now 3-1, a big-time hitters count here for the Lady Oaks. The catcher, Alexis Liebenau. Runners at first and second. Inside, she draws the walk, and now bases are loaded for Lydia Fleury. Two down here. Coming in to run, I believe, is that going to be Kylie Marco? Yep, Kylie Marco is going to come in and run for Alexis. Kylie is usually the runner for the catcher. There comes the sun, and that's going to change how bright that camera is, but I'll take that any day of the week because this gives us a much brighter shot now behind the plate. Nobody out. A chance here for Lydia Fleury. Here comes the pitch. Ball one high. And Allie Schumann struggling a little bit here in the third inning. Coach Schaefer talks about it. I mean, I can hear the dugout as plain as day, and he has talked about it. The energy in the dugout feeds. That's in there for a strike right underneath the hands. 1-1 for Lydia. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. A single right here will score 1 for sure. Maybe 2 if Georgia can get rolling. Here's the pitch. That's sawed off. Is that going to fall? It does. That's getting there for a single. And 2 runs are going to score for the Lady Oaks. And safe over at third is Kylie Marco. And moving in is going to be Lydia Fleury for the double. Good piece of hitting there for Lydia. And she drives in 2 runs. That was right there. That was a good fair territory. Oh, yeah. 0-2. It's now 4-2 for the Lady Oaks. And it brings up Olivia Vielbig. Fouls that first pitch off. Abby Fox saying, let's go Waterloo. We'll pick up the rest of your chat. Thanks for putting that in there. Hey, they need somebody to get them cheering here. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one back as well. So some people are going to wonder, you sound like a homer. Definitely am. I'm telling you right now, I am a cheering for Oakfield. We cover them all season long. But we also see good softball. We call good softball plays as well. So it's not that we won't be calling stuff for Waterloo. Fouls there, hits that one off. There's nobody covering. Vielbig tries to get there and doesn't quite get there in time and gets put out on the force. And that's a great heads-up play over there by the second baseman to grab a hold of it and step on the base herself. 4 runs pushed across on, I have him on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on. After 3 complete, the score here from Village Park in Oakfield is 4-2 for the Lady Oaks. We'll step aside and we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Head coach for Waterloo heading over to third base, and Deb Bratz. She's got to be just a little bit upset about that call at second base, but it was the right one. The head umpire, I'm so glad that the second base umpire said, hey, I'll take some help, asked for it, and the umpire from behind the plate had the right call as we had a chance to see it on the camera. Here's the pitch. Shep, that's going to be fouled off by Alex McCarty. She singled her first time up to bat. Hit it in the 5-6 hole. The center fielder for the Waterloo Pirates. That's going to be hitting the same exact spot for McCarty once again. And the single. Good piece of hitting. staying hot up there for McCarty. A little bit closer to third base this time. Brings up Maddie McCarty. She hits it just underneath the glove of Krista Sabel, and that will be a single for Maddie McCarthy on the first pitch. Goes right after it and gets the single. I am assuming, if I have it correct, I believe that they're sisters. It's going to bring up Annika Freund now for the Waterloo Pirates. That's going to be hit foul down the third base side. Trying to still work on getting my camera angles situated here. It's a little bit more of a challenge on with the one person. 0-1 on the foul is the count to Annika Freund. Here comes the pitch. Tries to lay one down, fouls that off. She'll be 0-2. I don't expect to see her bunting, but maybe she's that good of a bunter that you'll let her take another chance at it. Annika Freund is just a freshman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a strikeout as Alexis hang on to that one as well. Brings up the left fielder, Nevaeh Lawson. Hit a double the last time right over the first baseman's head. Runners at first and second for the Pirates. First pitch is in there for a strike. Gets ahead in the count as you got the McCarty sisters, I'm assuming. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know in the chat. I'd love to know, make sure that I'm saying that right, because we're trying to create memories for the girls, and I don't want to sound too ignorant. That's going to be a little bit outside, not by much. Right on the glove from Alexis. Perfect pitch. Trying to see if Lawson would chase. She does not. Here's the next one. Up there a little bit high on the changeup. Makes the count 2-1 to Nevaeh Lawson, a junior for this Pirates program. Base swing and a drop ball. Takes off, and the fire is there, but couldn't get it just in front of the base. And stolen bases. I guess not. I guess that's going to go down as a pass ball. But it was a swinging strike, so it is 2-2 on the count with one out. Runners at second and third. On the outside for the strikeout for Lainey Shep. Helps herself out on the cause. Great job there for the out. Coach Schaefer is going to have a conversation with the two outs. We're going to step aside and we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook.
Welcome back here. They work so fast I can't let commercials continue to play. In the dirt. Good job there blocking it for Alexis. Ball one. Keeps the runners. Callie Davis in the shortstop grounded out and flew out. Here comes the pitch. Ball. Really, I thought that was a nice pitch in there from Lainey Shep. Can't challenge over down at first because he got the umpire here. That's going to be hit on the ground. Sabel picks it up, fires across the diamond, and gets out of the trouble for the Lady Oaks as they stay with the lead. They had no runs on one hit, two hits? Two hits, no errors, and two left on base. After 3.5, your score is 4-2 for the Lady Oaks. Coming up to bat is going to be, I don't know. We'll be back.
Holz Realtor. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a roasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better.
Welcome back here. There's the shot from the first base side. Let's take a look at that chat. I didn't finish up that comment there by Abby Fox. Thanks for putting that in there. Go Waterloo, cheering from Columbus. Jared Hanna and Abby Fox. Go Emma Bauman and the rest of the Lou girls. Thanks for joining in and putting that in the chat. I'm just telling you right now, the girls will go back and watch this broadcast. That's one of the things that they do. And they like to see who's watching and cheering with them while they're watching this contest. So thanks for putting that in there. Anybody else, please jump in there. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, and who's your favorite players. And just let us know what your thoughts are so far of the contest as well. Four to 2 is the score here at Village Park. Bottom of the fourth, leading things off is going to be Hayden Colleen. Meredith Steinke is on deck, and Lainey Shep is in the hole. Let's see if they can get things rolling here. Hayden flew out to the right side in her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Swings at that one. That was right down the middle for a strike. 0-1, just a little bit behind it. Here comes the pitch. Ball high. 1-1 is the count to Hayden Colleen. Lady Oaks with the lead right now. That's going to be high for a ball. Emma Bauman doing a nice job there, reaching out and snagging and pulling the ball in. The junior on the mound in Allie Schumann is just a sophomore. That's going to be pop foul. Makes it a even count at 2-2. Pretty young team here, if I'm looking at this correctly. 1, 2, 3. I only see three seniors on the roster for Waterloo. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off. Talked to one of the assistant coaches here. When they arrived at about the same time I did, and I was talking to them, and they said they was finally excited to be able to get past Horicon because they seem to always be in the same regional. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off. Good battle here for Hayden Colleen. Staying alive. 2-2 still is the count. Nobody out. The Lady Oaks with a 4-2 lead. Thanks again for joining me here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Swing, strikeout for Hayden Colleen. After a good battle up there, fouling a whole bunch off. Brings up now Meredith Steinke, who was hit by a pitch. Here comes the pitch. Almost wore another one. I would have had her wear it, but it's pretty hard to, when it's coming at your face to stay in there and take it off the helmet. 1-0. She was able to get stuff started the last time when she took the hit by pitch. 2-0 for Meredith. came around and scored for the Lady Oaks. Ellie Schumann getting ready to deal here. 2-0 is the count. 1 out. Fouls that one off. Makes the count 2-1. Got a little bit of a piece of it. Number 9 hitter in the lineup is Meredith Steinke. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a strike over the top. She had it timed pretty well. Just swung over the top of it. 2-2. Haven't heard back from Justin. Maybe he can text me if he's watching this to find out if they're still in a rain delay over at Laconia. Ball 3. 3-2. Yeah, it's actually beautiful over here. Doug wanted us to rub that in. There's no such thing as a jinx, so it's okay to say that. Hits that one on the ground over to the third baseman, picks up, fires across the diamond. The speedy Steinke beats it out for an infield hit. And gets started things for the Lady Oaks is Meredith Steinke. Good hustle right there by Meredith to get right down the line, and it brings up Lainey Shep. Flew out and struck out swinging. Deb Bratz is having a question about what the play was over at first. Okay. Interesting conversation and dialogue as coach did not want to run there. And they're going to appeal it down here at home, and it was safe. And you're still with 1 out. Thanks again for jumping on here and joining us in the broadcast. Regional final here for these two teams in Division 4. Oakfield, the number 1 seed. Waterloo is the 5 seed. Turns to bunt. Can't get there enough in time on the rotation as everybody charges in their positions like they're supposed to. Kylie Webster, Maddie McCarty rotates over from second base. But they have enough time to react. Ball 1 to Lainey Shep. Here's the pitch. That one's pulled hard right down the third base side. As she got a good chunk of that one. Fouls that one off. Laney is due for a big hit right here for the Lady Oaks. 1-1 with only 1 out. Meredith Steinke over at second base. Here comes the pitch by Allie Schumann. Turns the bunt. They take off. Nope, this time we might have a pickle taking situation. And a good layout right there by Maddie McCarty to get the tag out. And Steinke got caught in the rundown and goes down for the second out. Nobody on base now for Shep. That's going to be inside. 3-1. Chance here for Laney to get things started again. 2 outs. The Lady Oaks did everything before with the 2 outs. Gets that one hit on the ground. To the shortstop. All the way across the diamond. No, ma'am. And that's going to be a base hit. Again on the infield hit. Lainey Shep with the wheels. Hit that one hard over to the shortstop. Fires across the diamond and gets the infield hit. The ladies are running hard. That was a tough play for the shortstop. Deep in the hole. Fired it across the diamond, but not in time. Ball is the call to Ryan Vielbig. Flew out, singled, scored in the last inning. Ball 1 to Ryan. Sitting over at first base. That one's going to be fouled off. 1-1. Chance here for Ryan. Hits that one on the screws right to the second baseman on the line drive. Gets the out. No runs. And I have one hit. What do you got there, Coach? One hit, no errors, and one left on. And after 4, complete your scores. 4-2 for the Lady Oaks. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Your score is 4-2 here in the top of the 5th. Up leading for the Waterloo Pirates is going to be Allie Schumann. Emma Bauman is on deck, and Marissa Spolk is in the hole. Yeah, I feel really bad about that camera shot that I have here behind the plate, that it's a little bit dark, a little bit fuzzy. When the screen gets hit here, that's going to be right up the middle for a base hit once again for Allie Schumann. She has got 2 hits so far in this contest. Yeah, I would agree with you right there. Don't even waste the pitches. Don't worry about a stolen base. Put her on automatically is what Coach Doug Mock is saying, or AD Doug Mock. Well, it's okay. You can say that because I'm saying the same thing. In there for a strike. Well, she just jacked one this last time, right? And nobody out. Here's the pitch. On the outside for a ball. 1-1. Four-2 is the score. Waterloo with a chance right here. That's going to be hit to the left-hand side. That'll be a single. Bauman staying hot at the plate. Good hustle over there by Lydia Fleury to get that ball in a hurry. It's going to bring up Marissa Spolk. She had a single the last time up to bat. First pitch is in there for a strike. Hit into a fielder's choice the first time. The designated hitter. Spolk, a junior. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a pop fly into the right center. Vielbig calls for it, grabs it, gets it in a hurry. And a nice job there by Ryan Vielbig in a hurry to get that ball in to get the out. I think this next time I'll try and hustle and see if I can fix at least the focus a little bit. Pop out into right center. That's going to be hit to the right-hand side. Foul. Couldn't get there in time. First pitch is in there for a strike on the foul ball to Maya Novak. Lined out the last time up. And a ground out. Good stop there by Alexis. 1-1. Boy, the sun is beautiful right now. I hope it stays out for a long time. It helps the camera shot. 1-1 with one out. Just a little bit low on the changeup there by Lainey Shep for a ball. 2-1. Do they have a time that they have to throw the pitch? I didn't think so. That's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. Getting underneath it and grabbing the out is going to be Meredith Steinke for the second out for the Lady Oaks. Yes. Brings up Alex McCarty. She has hit to the shortstop, or right 5-6 hole twice. It's on the outside. She can't pull that one for a strike. Good pitch location right there. She's not pulling that one down the 5-6 hole. 0-1. That's going to be pop fly. Ryan Vielbig running it down with some great speed out there for Ryan Vielbig for the Lady Oaks and gets the third out. No runs on one hit, no errors, and two left on. And we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Welcome back here. I think I got at least the little bit of more clear on behind the plate. Probably could go a little bit more. Coming up to bat, I heard Coach Rob Schaefer tell them that it's going to be, it's 1-1 still over there. In the 6th inning, Ozaki and Oakfield. I heard him say over there, this could be your last outs, or last swings. Make it count. In this game, Krista Sabo had the big hit the last time that she was up. She is 2 for 2 on the night. 0-1 is the count for Krista. Here's the pitch. Hits that one right up the middle, off of the shin of the pitcher, Allie Schumann, and that'll be an infield single. Going to bring up another senior for the Lady Oaks in Georgia Hoffman. Got hit by a pitch the last time. I saw before that the pitcher was limping, so I'm not sure if she had a previous injury. They take another one off of the toe or off of the shin. I think she said it was off of the toe. So they're going to give her a chance to try and work it out. Nobody out this time here in the top of the 5th with a Krista sitting over at first base. Great speed. Georgia coming up, trying to look for her first hit. Here comes the pitch. Turns to bunt, lays it down to the third base side, peels it, and they get the out. There was, boy, I got to see that. It was close, but it was a foul ball. Everybody else says. Oh and 1. Georgia again. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at that one. That was a little bit high and outside for a strike. Now she's behind in the count 0 and 2. She's got to get up to that plate and protect. Here comes the pitch. Takes the swing and strikes out on that one. One down, and Alexis Liebenow coming up to bat. Drew a walk the last time. Off of the knob of the bat for a foul. On the check swing. 0 and 1. Sabo still sitting over at first base. Here comes the pitch to Alexa. Alexis swings through that one for a strike. Down in the count, 0 and 2. Now just needs to protect till she gets the pitch that she wants to drive. Inside for a ball. Good pitch there by Allie Schumann. I think she's going to come back upstairs. One and 2. Here's the pitch. Right there. That might be in the gap. It is. Good job there. A double for Alexis Liebenow. Sabel's going to turn at 3 and hold. And a great job there for Alexis Liebenow. Hits that one for the double. Good job there by Alexis, right in the right center gap, or left center gap. Carly Marco is going to come in and run for Alexis. Lydia Fleury had a double. Her last time up flew out in the first. So she's made contact. She's been all over the ball. Let's see if she can stay hot. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Marco is sitting over at second base. Sabo is at third. Here comes the pitch to Lydia. Fouls that one off. Got a piece. 1 and 1. Base hit here, possibly scores 2. No, for sure, 1's coming in. Here comes the pitch. Turns down and lays down a beautiful bunt. Fires across the diamond. Oh, and a good play over there. Picked up. But the run's going to score on the sacrifice bunt as Krista Sabo comes in and pushes another run across. Perfect execution on the bunt. That's going to be hit over the glove of the shortstop, and Olivia Vielbig's going to get her first hit of the game. Good job there. Saw it off of the handle again. Enough muscle to push it right over the shortstop's head for the single and gets the RBI. Going to bring up Hayden Colleen. She's looking for her first hit of the game as well. Flew out, struck out swinging. Olivia Vielbig sitting over at first base. The third baseman for the Lady Oaks. First pitch is in there for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Hit on the ground over to the second baseman. Gets the tag out as Ryan runs right into the tag. Two runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 5 is complete, your score is 6-2 here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Leading things off is going to be Maddie McCarty, the second baseman for the Waterloo Pirates. The number 7 hitter, Annika Freund, is going to be on deck, and Nevaeh Lawson is in the hole as the sun is trying to peek through a little bit here. Maddie had a single the last time up for the Pirates. Fouls that one off. 0-1 is the count. Abby Fox letting me know that she's enjoying the broadcast. We appreciate that. Our goal right now here. Did that one foul off? I missed it. Oh. Okay. That's why I missed it. 0-1. No, that's not why I missed it. I was actually just rambling on again. That's going to be fouled up in the air. Leaving out. Couldn't get there. Ran into the umpire. 0-2. We're trying to create memories for kids, so I hope that's our goal here. I hope that we're meeting our goal today. That one's going to be fouled off as well. Staying alive at the plate is Maddie McCarty, 0-2. Waterloo's got to try and get something rolling right here in the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be a ball. Good waist pitch right there by Lainey Shep. Put it up by the eyes, see if she'll chase after it. Did not. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit well down the right-hand side for a single. Fleury grabs a hold of it, tries to get it in a hurry. Sobel turns and fires quickly, but it's going to be a double for Maddie McCarty. Right down the line, pulls that one for the Lady Pirates and gets things rolling right now. Brings up Annika Freund. Grounded out and struck out. Swinging. Ball 1. Runner sitting at second base. That's going to be popped up into the air. Grabbing a hold of it is going to be the second baseman, Meredith Steinke, for the Lady Oaks. That'll be 1 down. 5 outs remaining here for the Lady Pirates. They've got to keep rolling. Just taking a look at it. Maddie, just a freshman. First pitch is in there for a strike. Next one is in there for a ball. 1-1 is the count. Again, we got 2 other softball games. I think the Laconia, again, the last I had heard, was in a rain delay. That's going to be hit to the right-hand side. Drops in front of Colleen. And the run's going to come in and score on the single. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that, folks. Darn. Brings up Callie Davison. Grounded out, flew out, grounded out. All of them. Last one fly out was to the center, or second one was to the center field. Otherwise, it's been to the shortstop. That's going to be popped out of play. Alexis turned to see if she could find it, found it, but it was going over the fence behind us. And it's now 1-1. Runner over at first base. Here's the pitch in the dirt. That's going to get away on the wild pitch. It's going to allow the runner to get in there. I thought somebody called time. I guess not. I guess Alexis is going to go out and have a conversation. We'll see if we can get an ad in. We'll be back.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions.
All right, welcome back. Callie Davis, and that's going to be a ball high. And 3-1. And the pitcher, Allie Schumann, is on deck. Runner is over at second base in Nevaeh Lawson. That's going to be popped up foul. Good job there by Callie Davis in the battle. Just a sophomore at shortstop. Here comes the pitch. Hits that one into the air. Vilbig calls for it, grabs a hold of it at center field to get the out. That is a big out for the second out. Two of them up the middle. And one over out at the first base side. Inside ball. 1-0 to Allie Schumann. Again, 2 for 3 on the day. A single right up the middle. Flew out to Georgia Hoffman and then over at first base and then drilled another one right up the middle. In front, block there, but the runner's going to advance over to third. It just squirts away from two and 0. That one's low as well. 3-0. Maybe I think you want to go after her. You definitely do not want Emma Ballman coming up with 2 runners on and a 3-run differential. Goes after her, gets the strike. 3-1. Ballman already has 1 home run in the game. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off. See if Laney can finish the job right here. But I really think she just needs to trust her defense. Throw the ball, put it in play, let your defense do their job. Just don't get the walk. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to be in the gap. Good job there by Schumann to get on there for the RBI single. Over on the left-hand side. Scores the run. Courtesy runner coming in here for the pitcher, Lucy Bettendorf. And they're checking and having a conversation. We'll step aside.
WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today, 920-3...
Welcome back. Emma Bauman with a runner over at first. First pitch is in there for a strike. I'm sitting here saying Walker, 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 and Laney Shep says, no, I'm taking her out. Goes right after her. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. Good stop there by Alexis, leaving out a hold the courtesy runner over at first base. 1-1. I don't think that's a bad pitch. That one gets away as it hops away from Alexis, and now the runner's going to advance on the wild pitch. Or is that a pass ball? And now they put her on that the base is open, but you said they didn't have to do that. That's the smart play, I think, right now, right here. Brings up number 26, Marissa Spoke. Hit into a fielder's choice, singled, and a fly out. Runner at first and second. Emma Bauman, the catcher. They just intentionally walked or put on. Runner sitting at second is Lucy Bettendorf. With two down, it brings up Marissa Spoke. Spoke is a junior for the Lady Pirates. The designated hitter. This is why you have her in the lineup. Here comes Shep with a pitch. That's going to be pop foul. Can they get there? No, it's out of play. Livia Vielbig and Alexis both take over there and try and get there. Could not get there. Good hustle by the defense of the Lady Oaks. 0-1. That one was way up by the eyes, but it looked good. To Spoke. Takes the swing at it. Runner still at first and second. Here's the pitch. That's going to get away from Alexis. And that's going to be moving up. One and one is the count. One and one. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit well in the right center gap. There's going to be one. No, it's going to get under the glove of Lydia. That's going to score two. And we now have a tie game here at Village Park. And this double. And Marissa Spoke sitting over at second base. We have a new game here. It is 6-6. Oh for 3 is Maya Novak. First pitch in there for a strike, swinging. Runner sitting at second base as their lead run. A little bit low ball on the inside, 1-1 to Nowak. Grounded out, line out. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman, picks it up and fires in Meredith Steinke to get the out over at first base. But runs are scored. Four runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 5.5 complete, your score is 6-6. We'll be back.
Tire.
Welcome to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all students.
Start coughing.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Dominic Ackerman joining me now here on the call. Dominic, look at what you jumped into.
I know, what a game here. 6-6 in the top half or bottom half of the sixth?
It is the bottom of the sixth. I missed that out on the ground out was 4-1 put out. I'm going to pass this off to you. And hits her on the toe, and there is your lead runner in Meredith Steinke. Although I'm going to have you probably set it here so I can still see a little bit of it.
Call. Here comes Lainey Shep coming in. Shep today is 1 for 3. Single her last time up. She's now got a runner on first here. Nobody out here. Bottom half of the 6th inning for the Oaks.
Lainey Shep helped herself out right here. Got a single the last time she was up to bat. Turns the bunt. Looks for the rotation over there in Meredith Steinke. Again, because of the rotation, Dominic, they have a little bit of time with that lead runner, a good secondary lead over there by Steinke.
Yeah.
Last time, though, I think Hayden Colleen, is the one that got put out. Or, no, it might have been Olivia Vielbig that got put out in a situation. I think it was, tries to lay one down as Shep. That's going to be 1-1. They had the same situation, and they got caught on the steal over there when they tried the attempted bunt. 1-1. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Lays that one down well. Fired it over as the first baseman picked it up, but the run advances over to second on the sacrifice. Exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, nice sacrifice bunt there by Lainey Shep, making sure she's got the lead runner now at second base.
Brings up the senior, Ryan Vielbig.
Vielbig 1 for 3 on the day.
Yep.
Now she's got a runner on scoring position here with a tie game now.
First of the seniors in this lineup in there for a strike.
Nice pitch there on the outside part of the plate. Just got the call.
Ellie Schumann has done a fantastic job for Waterloo. Has held this offense only to 9 hits so far. That's going to be hit to the right side, right at the third baseman. Vielbig, that's the second time she's been robbed by the third baseman.
Yeah, they were playing in there, kind of hoping maybe another sack bunt situation, move another runner up. But she was playing in, able to get that line drive just right to her glove there for the second out of this inning.
Do you know if Mackay has a game tomorrow? I don't
yes,
think
they do.
Oh, he does.
Mallards
Okay.
do have a game tomorrow.
Brings up Krista Sabel. In there for a ball. Krista has had a day at the plate. 3 for 3 today
3 singles, too.
for the senior. Last time she hit it off of the toe of Schumann.
If she can continue that streak here, probably score.
It definitely.
Meredith over there at second.
Inside and tight, ball 2.
2-0 cone here for Krista.
With 2 down in a tie game situation here in the regional final. Pop foul to the right-hand side. Hopefully Krista stays hot. I mean, you can't fault Vielbig. She was hot. I mean, she hit 2 line drives right to the third baseman.
Yeah, can't do nothing about that last one, especially.
And she has hit the ball. Here comes the pitch. Hit on the ground again. This time Schumann picks it up and fires over to first base to get the out. So Sabo goes down for the first time. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 6 complete, your score is 6-6 here at Village Park. We'll step aside and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Dominic Ackerman here on Jeff's live stream.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Yeah, right. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Leading things off is number 1, Alexis McCarty, a senior. There's only 3 seniors on this Waterloo team. She is one of them, and she's had a day at the plate as well, Dominic.
Yeah, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles to start, a fly out last time. Hoping to get back in the hit column here. Top half of the 7th inning. It's a tie ball game at 6-6. That's going to be a ball in the dirt. Is it Alex or Alexis?
What did I say?
Alexis.
It's Alex.
Okay, just checking.
Nope, that's very possible that I could have mispronounced. I'm sure I mispronounced it. Swing and a strike right there, 1-1. Laney Shep in the circle here for the Lady Oaks. This time it looks like Sabel's shaded a little bit more into the gap, as that's where she's hit the ball twice, is in that 5-6 hole. That's going to be flared out to the right-hand side, going after it and getting there is a good job by Meredith Steinke to get it right in foul territory for the out.
Yeah, nice job tracking that ball there by Meredith. Able to get that one quickly underneath it. So make sure that one doesn't dribble her down there, because she maybe could have took second on there on maybe just a defensive play, but Meredith underneath it quickly to get the first out of this 7th inning.
Brings up Maddie McCarty. First pitch is in there for a ball. McCarty, again, a single and a double, and just a freshman. Having a day at the plate as well for the Pirates. That's going to be high, right up by the eyes. Does a good job discipline-wise, stays off of it. Now, I'm guessing, and nobody's put it in the chat to let me know, I think that they're sisters. That Alex, and Maddie, I would get McCarty. That's going to be, oh, what a snag by Laney Shep. Trying to protect herself. Ducks out of the way, but puts the glove up and snags it right out of the air.
At that point, it's just protection, but the glove was there. The ball came into it. That's going to be the second out of this 7th inning for the Oaks.
What a great job there, and this is setting up for the bottom of the 7th if they can stay hot right now. Brings up Annika Freund. I believe Freund, if I remember correctly, is just a freshman.
Yeah.
Ball. Oh, no, sorry, strike. My apologies. 0-1 for Laney Shep in the circle for the Lady Oaks. Pulling the string on that one. Falls a little bit short for a ball. 1-1.
I like that as a good waste pitch there. Maybe could get a swing and a miss, but
See if you can get her to chase.
Yeah, Freund doesn't bite. Keeps the bat on his shoulder. Ball in the dirt that time, non-competitive, 2-1.
Good stop there by Alexis.
Freund trying to find the hit column, 0 for 3 today.
Inside for a ball.
She's got an opportunity to hit the base pass for the first time. 3-1 count. It's going to be a hitter's count. We'll see if she swings away or wants ball 4.
Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. And drawing the walk is Freund.
Good patience there. That first pitch was a strike, but then the next 4 she saw were balls. A couple good ones, too close to the zone, but she was able to stay patient, get her free base at first base. And the Waterloo, I'm sorry, what's their mascot? Waterloo.
They are the Pirates.
The Waterloo Pirates got a base runner here, top half of the 7th inning.
Coach Schaefer is going to have a conversation here as the changing pitchers. We'll see. We'll step aside and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Dominic Ackerman here on Jeff's live stream.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shunjones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920.
Welcome back. Sorry about cutting off the ad for our new sponsor, Andy Kolker. We appreciate her at the Property Shop. Here comes the pitch as we got a new pitcher for the Lady Oaks, Lainey Deer. First one in there for a strike. Lainey Shep is going to go out to right field as Hayden Colleen will come out of the game. First pitch in there for a ball, a little bit high for Lainey Deer. Thanks again for joining us here. You have jumped into a fantastic contest here at Oakfield here on Jeff's live stream. Deer holds on to that one on, I think it was supposed to be maybe a changeup.
Yeah, change speeds, especially as it got closer to the plate. Kind of looked like it was going to be high and way outside, but kind of came back in. Wasn't too bad off.
2-1. That's going to be a big one right there, too. And Nevaeh Lawson, who is up to bat. She's had a double and a single and also struck out swinging. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs for the Lady Oaks. Let's see if they can get out of this. Swing for Lainey Deer to get the out. For the out. Wow. Big out right there on the pitch.
Huge. They had a runner on first, 2 outs. They were kind of pressuring there, a 2-2 pitch. Great job there by, Lainey Deer.
Yeah.
Great pitch there to get her swinging on that. It's going to be 3 outs there for the Oaks, and they got a chance to walk this one off as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning in a tie game, 6-6. Take an ad break here on Jeff's live streams. We'll be back shortly after this.
68738.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing.
Sports and Schultz were both in.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. The Lady Oaks trying to walk one off here at home and get a regional championship one more time in Division 4 this time, as the Waterloo Pirates come in here as the visiting team. Leading things off is the senior Georgia Hoffman for the Lady Oaks. Georgia is due. She struggled a little bit at the plate today. Not that she hasn't made contact. She has fouled the ball off. She got hit by a pitch. That's going to be hit. Foul.
Just past the third base. Maybe a foot or so foul. Georgia close to legging out. Maybe an infield single there.
Yeah, so far that is one of the things that the Lady Oaks have done well, is they have run well on the bases. 0-1 is the count for Georgia. Trying to get things started for the Lady Oaks. That's going to be popped foul to the right-hand side. The first baseman's going to grab a hold of it and get the out for the first out for the Lady Oaks.
Alexis Liebenau steps in.
Lexus drilled a double to right center the last time. Oh, left center, thank you. Hits that one on the ground to the third baseman, picks it up, fires across the diamond, and gets the out for the 5-3 putout.
Quick 2 up, 2 down here quickly for the Oaks. Hopefully they can get a 2-out rally here now. Lydia Fleury going to step in.
Lydia had a good double as well. See if she can stay hot. Beautiful sacrifice bunt the last time she was up. 0-1 with 2 down, and we may have, maybe. 0-1 is the count. High for a ball. I'm not saying anything because I don't believe in jinxes.
I was wondering if that's where you're going with that.
Nah. They can actually hear us in here, though, because I'm a little loud at times. 1-1 is the count. Hit hard. Foul.
Ooh.
Just foul. Lydia all over that ball.
Just got past Maya Novak's glove over there at third and landed in foul territory. Otherwise, I think that would have been a single, maybe even stretch it into 2. Fleury's going to step back in. 1-2 the count. 2 outs here for the Oaks in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard.
Down. Single into left field. Fleury's going to stay put at first. Round it, but it's a 2-out single there for Lydia Fleury to keep the Oaks 7th inning rally alive.
I didn't realize what camera shot I was on, so I didn't get to see it here now. Lydia Fleury. Long legs, good speed out there at first base, but not good enough, I guess, as it looks like Coach is going to put in Kylie Marco. Is going to come in for, going to sub her. She can re-enter, though, so she probably will come back in defensively, would be my guess.
If we make it there.
If we make it there, you're right. Let's hope we don't. If you're an Oaks fan, if you're a Pirates fan, you got to be proud of what your ladies have accomplished so far. Chance for Olivia Vielbig. Struck out swinging the first time, grounded out, and had a single her last at bat. Let's say she can stay hot. See if Marco is going to get moving. That's going to be fouled. No, it's not. Boy, I think that hit Olivia. Coach is asking, didn't that hit her? Boy, it sure looked like that hit. Base umpire didn't see it. We're going to step aside after 7. Your score is 6-6.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Hello.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Leading things off is the leadoff hitter for the Waterloo Pirates, number 8. Just a sophomore in Callie Davison. She has made contact all 4 times that she has been up. Grounded out twice to Krista Sabel and flew out twice to the center fielder. And then Allie Schumann is on deck. And in the hole is Emma Bauman, who has the home run. So the top 3 in the lineup here for the Waterloo Pirates. Lainey Deer now in the circle. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back. Vibrates my camera. Did not get too much out of the whack. 1-1. That's going to be a nice change up there. Right to right center. Grabbing a hold of it is Lainey Shep. Gets the out.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch there. Able to get a piece of it, but right to the right fielder who was playing in there. Able to get underneath it for the out. Nice pitch there from Lainey Deer. Good contact. Just again, another unlucky position. Fly out right to right field.
Good job there by Lainey Shep to get that read. Brings up Allie Schumann. She is 3 for 4 on the day. Twice to center field. One of them was a line drive over the pitcher. Whoops, sorry about that. 1-1. A good pitch there by Lainey Deer. To Allie Schumann. First time seeing Lainey Deer. Right on the outside edge for a strike. 1-2. Let's see if Lainey can set her down.
Nobody on, 1 out here for the Oaks. Pitch comes home on a 1-2 count. Swung on, fouled, but she just hit it. Dead ball. It hit the bat.
Yeah, you can see that on the instant replay that it did hit her. For the second out. I don't know how you score that either. But
I just put out of the box, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Haven't seen that.
Me either.
While working the iPad?
Not for a while.
No.
Emma Bauman is up here for Waterloo. Yeah, I would do that exactly. That's the smart play. Put her on with the intentional walk.
She was not happy with that either. She threw her bat, said, "Oh, come on," as she takes her free base. She's not happy with it, though.
Well, of course, but this girl has been on fire, and Coach was talking to her about in the pregame interview about how strong she was at the plate. I don't have any stats. I didn't get him anything from Waterloo, but he said he would share them with me. I said, no, we're good, but he said she's the one they got to watch. First pitch is a ball to Marissa Spoke. She had a double the last time she was up. The DH. That's why she's in this position right here, is to hit the ball. Oh, a good pitch on the outside.
2-0 now.
And that changeup, yep.
2 outs as well with a runner on first. Lainey Deer trying to find the zone. Here it comes. She's got it as she follows one back, does Spoke.
See, we'd have some good money in that kitty for 2-1 is the count with 2 outs here. Talking about flinching on the foul ball when you're directly behind. That rise ball got a little bit away from her, but that's a good pitch. Put it up by the eyes to see if she'll go after it. Does not. 3-1 to Spoke.
Hitters count here. Let's see if Spoke can make Deer pay for that rise ball, and she swings through one. Full count now here to Spoke. The Oaks got a chance to retire another.
Did Laney set her up for that?
Yes.
Came with that rise ball
Beautiful
the first
pitch.
time. Came back with it the second time, and it was a little bit more speed. It looked too good on the hitters count at 3-1 to couldn't lay off. Oh,
Ooh.
Just on the outside for a ball.
Must have just missed because that was a nice pitch.
Boy. And now runners at first and second. And we're going to have a conversation here with the infield. We'll step aside. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Dominic Ackerman here on Jeff's Livestream.
Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill...
Welcome back. It doesn't matter. It's my ad. I'm cutting it off there. Here comes the pitch. Ball. Good stop there by Alexis. Hey, I know you keep seeing that Venmo donation sign there in the bottom. Let me tell you why it's there. WIAA regionals that we are, every WIAA contest that we are streaming, the cost is $250 for us to be here. Hit over towards Sabel, grabs it, flips it, gets the force at third. What a nice play by Krista Sabel to get the force out for the Lady Oaks.
Fielder's choice ends it. 6-5 put out there. Great play by the Oaks to make sure they're out of this inning without doing any damage. It's still tie game, 6-6. We're going to head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Oaks got a chance to walk it off. Once again, 6-6 ball game here on Jeff's Live Streams. Please stick with us.
Purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor.
Welcome back here. Again, let me finish talking about that Venmo donations. I know that we got the catcher who has to get her gear and stuff on too, but the WIA charges us $250 when we do these live streams during the tournament series. And I don't go and ask my sponsors who've been with me the entire season that they're going to have to kick in a little bit more, and just the way things work, I don't have opportunities to go out and solicit news, so I ask anybody who's watching and listening if they feel like that they've enjoyed the broadcast that we've had. I ask them to just chip in a donation for us and help offset that cost, and that doesn't cost, that's not the expenses for paying any personnel who are at those contests. So if you feel inclined, I'd love to have you put that in the Venmo donations for us, and just let us know that you appreciate the work we've done. Dominic here, top of the 8th inning, extra innings now here, and it's the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, the Oaks will get a chance here as the home team in the bottom of the 8th. Laney Deer going to step in here.
See if she can get things started here as she comes in to hit. It's her first at bat for today.
We'll see what she's got here against Schauman.
Schumann is correct.
All
yep.
right. Fouls one off. First pitch.
So Doug just reminded us to stick with us as well, because there will be the regional plaque that'll be handed out to the regional champions. So it will be here whether it's Waterloo or whether it's Oakfield.
Laney swings through one there. It's 0-2 quickly here. Step back in.
Right on the outside edge, gets a strikeout looking, and did Emma Bauman celebrate behind the plate. What a great pitch right there. She let her know that she was extremely happy with that pitch.
That was a great pitch there, kind of just froze deer. No swing, 3 straight strikes, and here comes Meredith Steinke. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the lineup comes up next as this one's fouled straight back to us.
Who flinched that time? Nobody. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Another quarter in the pot. 0-1 is the count to Meredith Steinke. Hey, you got to have fun while you're doing this. I mean, that's why we do it, right? Big swing right there. 0-2.
Right
Allie
now,
Schumann doing a great job.
just about to say that Schumann really feeling it here in this inning. Doing a great job in the circle.
I think I'm pretty close on the pitch count. It's got to be pretty close. I've got her down for 113. What's impressive? 78 strikes. Inside and tight. 1-2. Yeah, so she's been dealing really well in the circle, right?
Efficient.
Two to 1 ratio on the balls to strikes. And it's the other way around. Good base hit. Right down. Oh, it's going to be I'm giving her a base hit. And is in there safe. Turns it into the double. That's kind of a surprise that she took off running, but put herself with 1 out in scoring position. I'm giving it as a double. The right fielder had to run hard and dive for that one. That's a base hit for me. Brings up the top of the order, Lainey Shep.
Nonetheless,
last time, yeah.
The winning run is on second base now in scoring possession here for Lainey Shep, the top of the order for the Oaks. They got the right spot of the lineup for here. That's a strike in there to Shep.
0-1. She laid down a nice sacrifice bunt the last time, had a single before that, so she's been seeing the ball the last 3 times that she's been up. She just needs to take advantage of it. Again, stay with us. Caught there by the second baseman. What a play there by Maddie McCarty. And I talked about it before, just a freshman. Tall, athletic second baseman.
Yeah, really got up there to make sure she got that grab. If not, that could have been the scoring run coming along the plate, or the winning run along the plate.
I would agree with you right there.
But able to get up, make that grab. 2 outs now for the Pirates, with a runner still on second.
Two outs right now. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. We got a dandy going right now here at Village Park in Oakfield. Regional final between the Lady Oaks and the Waterloo Pirates. Runner sitting at second base is Meredith Steinke. Ryan Vilbig is up to bat. First pitch is in there for a ball. Ryan has hit the ball all 4 times at the bat, twice line drive right at the third baseman. It would be nice if she could find a gap right here, right up the middle. I mean, they have her shaded hard to the left-hand side. Fouls that one off.
Which is interesting. You don't see that very often from a lefty to be shaded over to the left-hand side.
She's kind of the slap hitter. She runs a little bit forward.
Which means you're going to be a little late on the pitch.
Right. And tries to use her speed to leg it out, which is what she did on the one that she had as the single.
1-1 count. Pitch comes home. That one's too high. No offer there from Vielbig. 2-1 now. 2 outs. Runner on second. The winning run on second.
Big situation here for just the sophomore in the circle in Allie Schumann. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, got underneath it is the left fielder, Nevaeh Lawson, just able to get there in time. The Oaks thought they maybe would have had a blooper and scored the winning run, but the Pirates underneath it, 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down, an unconventional way with the Meredith Steinke double. It's 6-6 going into the top of the 9th inning. We'll be right back here on Jeff's live streams. Please stick with us.
Management company, but we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. I had a chance to check into the chat. I didn't see that Justin put in there. He's got to stop talking about this jinxing stuff. It doesn't exist. It just does not exist.
Whatever
Tom.
you say, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. So that's right. That's where it stays. First pitch in there by Lenny Deere to number 1, Alex McCarty, who has hit the ball well today as well, is a strike. And a couple of comments in there about interesting. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Laid off of that one. It was right there at the letters for a ball, 1-1 to the center fielder. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit well to Lydia. Bounces, and it's a base hit.
And the go-ahead run is now on first base for the Pirates. Here comes, we're assuming, sister, Maddie McCarthy.
We would guess right here in this situation you are going to see a bunt to try and move her over, but Maddie has had a good day at the plate as well and hit the ball all 4 times.
She takes a strike on the outside part of the plate for pitch number 1 here. Nobody out yet. Leadoff hitter got on base by way of the single to left field. Maddie now in the box.
Trying to brighten up a little bit here, my home plate camera. That means my center field camera will be off. Right up the middle, that'll be a base hit.
And the Pirates got 2 on now. The go-ahead run is on second.
Wow.
Both the McCarthys able to get singles here to start the top half of this 9th inning. Annika Freund up now.
Again, we assume that they're sisters, the McCarty sisters. It's going to bring Annika Freund. Reached on a walk the last time. Otherwise, they've had her number so far. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt. See what the rotation looks like. They decide to keep Olivia over at third base to look for the force. Georgia in tight at first, allow for Lainey Deere to be athletic and field her position. Here comes the pitch. Laid out. Deere picks it up, fires over to first. What a play over there. Coming home to force.
They got her.
What a nice play over there. Got the force out over at first as well as the out at home. Good play there by the Lady Oaks. 2 outs, and the runner is over at third base. What a play. Did you get that all taken care of already?
No, I was just watching what was happening.
Wow. Brings up the 9-hitter in Nevaeh Lawson. Came from third.
I think interference from third. That's what she wanted.
I see, okay. That pitch is in there for a ball by Lainey Deere. I got her super bright now so that I can try and pick up behind home plate a little bit better. And I should have switched to that shot on the play home, but I didn't.
All right, well, nonetheless, we got a runner on third. That would be the go-ahead run. 2 outs, though, now for the Pirates, as Nevaeh Lawson has a 1-1 count here.
Struck out swinging twice, has a double and a single as well. Swing right there for a strike. Didn't commit well, 1-2. Wow, the Pirates have done a fantastic job here against the number 4 ranked Oakfield Oaks. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman. Gets it, fires over to the first baseman in Georgia Hoffman on the 4-3 putout to get the third out. No runs scores. No runs on one hit. No errors and nobody on. One left on. Two left on?
2 hits.
2 hits. One left on. We'll be back here at Jeff's live stream.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier lake.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Bottom of the ninth for the Lady Oaks. Leading things off is going to be Krista Sabo at short. She's the number 3 hitter. Georgia Hoffman and Alexis Liebenau. You know what, Dominic? 3 seniors. Sounds like one can be manufactured as far as a run to come across.
You talk about senior leadership all the time. This is a perfect position for it. 3 seniors in a row. Would love to do it now and extend the Oakfield season. Winning the regional championship, this would be the time to do it here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 6-6 ball game. Krista Stabel stepping in against Allie Schumann in the circle.
Forced to move up a division because you're successful.
And yet they're doing it again.
Just talks about the high-quality program that they have built here. Krista Sabo. First pitch by Schumann is a strike on the outside to Krista. We've talked about that, though. This is her MO. She likes to take that, let that first pitch go past. And now here comes the second. Fouls that one off, down 0-2. No big deal for the senior.
Krista is 3 for 4 on the day. Those 3 singles to start it, ground out last time. She's down in an 0-2 count here now. To start off this 9th inning.
Not used to this. Sun over in right field is nasty at this time of day. Fouls that one off to stay alive.
That's okay. That's a good swing there just to stay alive. I think that would have been called on the bottom half of the strike zone. So good job there by Sabel to get a piece of it.
Got to protect at all times. Absolutely. Right now.
Anything close you don't want to watch by you.
0-2. Here's the count. Or here's the pitch coming by Schumann. Oh, lays off of that beach ball look is what I call it when it's up above. Right there at the eyes. It looks so good. Good discipline by the senior to lay off of that pitch.
1-2 now to her. Schumann checks the signal. Comes home. Swung on. In foul territory, too far. Everybody stops looking for it. Out of play.
Boy, that's the one she wanted, though. That was right down the middle. As Schumann didn't have the patience to try and nibble away and force another pitch. Oh!
That was a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Way inside, underneath the hands.
Nonetheless, strikeout looking there for Krista Sabel. Brings up Georgia Hoffman. Georgia yet to reach base here today by way of a hit. She was hit by a pitch her second time up. So has seen the base pass, but love to do it on her own accord here.
That first pitch right down the middle. Schumann going after it again. 128 total pitches we've got her for. 89 strikes. Boy, she had just been finding that strike zone today. With some help. 0-1. Georgia hits that one to the right-hand side, or left-hand side. Oh, are you kidding me? What a play by the shortstop, but I think I actually hit the right button to actually pick it up. She came over there and covered ground. What a great play, falling backwards by Callie Davison. Now 2 down.
2 down. Here comes Alexis Liebenau. Pitch comes in. This one's high and above. The pitcher's going to call everybody off. No, first baseman comes in. Makes a unorthodox grab to end this 9th inning. We're going to head to the top of the 10th here on Jeff's live stream. It is still a 6-6 softball game. The Oaks and the Pirates in a good one here in Oakfield. We'll be back here on Jeff's live streams after this ad break. Please stick with us.
Salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a...
Welcome back here to Village Park. Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors. You see me put that out there on our main page all the time. We can't do this without them, but they cannot cover all the expenses that we have here for live streaming of events during the WIAA playoff season. $250 per game we stream, and we had 4 of them scheduled today. 2 of them are rained out, so we won't have to pay extra because we'll be back to cover those again tomorrow. But as of right now, I mean, that still is a good chunk of change. So if you can help us out, that's what that Venmo donations is there for. We'd love to have you chip in if you've enjoyed the broadcast that we've had here so far. I want to thank Dominic for coming down. First pitch in to Callie Davidson, the shortstop, who just made a heck of a play over at short.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here after that rained out game in Laconia. I was looking forward to some playoff ball, but that one rained out, so I'm happy to be here in this tightly contested contest as Callie Davidson sends one up through the middle part of the infield, past the second baseman. Meredith Steinke just got past her. It's going to be a leadoff single for the Pirates here in the top half of the 10th inning.
The Pirates, top of the order, have been on fire this entire game. Excuse me on that.
Here comes Allie Schumann, the pitcher. She's 3 for 5 on the day with 3 singles herself. That's going to be a ball?
That's what he called.
Alrighty.
Boy. That drop ball was right there.
It's a nice pitch.
It started high, but it dropped right across the letters, a little bit lower. Georgia Hoffman grabs a hold of it and goes to tag the runner, but can't get there. So that's the first time I think Allie Schumann actually flew out again to the first baseman.
Nice play there by Georgia Hoffman. She was actually standing on the bag while she caught that ball.
She was. And once again, this is the smart play. You put Emma Bauman on. You do not let her hit. Georgia was standing on the bag there, and the runner did not get back in. That should have been an out.
Okay, we got runners on first and second here. 1 out for the Pirates. Marissa Spoke going to step in.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
First one a little bit low. Marissa Spoke, the DH. She's got 2 hits on the day.
This one right up the middle. The lead run is going to score.
Oh, no.
Runner comes in to third as well. We got runners at the corners. Only 1 out here for the Oaks. The go-ahead run now just came through the plate. It's a 7-6 ball game. Runners at the corners after a single up the center.
Single, and then an error by Ryan as it went underneath the glove, allowed the runners to advance. And instead of throwing to third where she could have gotten it out, she decided to throw it home where she had no chance. Good scoop over there by Georgia Hoffman on that throw. What a fantastic play by the senior. 6-3 on the putout and holds the runner at third is Krista Sabel. And there's 2 down for the Lady Oaks defense. Trailing now 7-6 here in the top of the 10th. First pitch to Alex McCarty is a ball.
Got 2 runners in scoring position. The go-ahead run has already came across the plate here for the Pirates, so it's 7-6. 2 outs, though, for the Oaks, just trying to get out of this one with as little damage as possible. As Deere throws a pitch in, 1-1 now to McCarty.
Spoke is over at second base. Emma Bauman is at third for the Waterloo Lady Pirates, who have the lead right now in this regional final.
Swing and a miss there from McCarty. It's 1-2 now.
She has hit the ball well today. Let's see if Lainey Deere has the answer right here.
Swing and a miss. She got the strikeout to strand 2 for the Oaks. They're down by 1, though. It's not going to be an easy task. We'll see the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Oaks as we come back into the bottom half of the 10th inning. It's now 7-6 Pirates. Stick with us here on Jeff's live streams for the conclusion of this game. We go to the 10th inning after this.
Business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. SAMS also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for SAMS well drilling. We at SAMS are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. SAMS well drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back. You can see the outfielders for the Waterloo Pirates having a little conversation. You can also see in the background from that camera view the meeting at the circle. Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks, who are trailing 7-6 here in this regional final, is Lydia Fleury. She's got a double and a single, and she had a beautiful sacrifice bunt and a fly out. So she has had the bat on the ball the entire day. Now it's time to see if she can come through one more time for the Lady Oaks.
The Oaks need base runners desperately. Don't need to play hero ball, just get on base one lady at a time. Fouls this one off.
My fingers are a little jumpy because I don't want to miss a play now, so.
It's my first time doing solo at Laconia, and I was trying to make sure I was doing iPad broadcast, talking, yeah. Just about everything.
Isn't it a challenge?
It's something.
You can see Alex McCarty in the shot. She has shifted over just a little bit, so it kind of blocks our catcher view, which is fine. She's got to play her position, so we'll see how the pitches come.
Oh, that one hit her on her foot. She's going to get a free base here on a hit by pitch. Just must have went down and just hit her on the top of the cleat because it kind of looked just like a pass ball to me, but hit by pitch. Fleury's going to be on. The tying run is now on first base.
You got to leave her to run, I think. I mean, they subbed her out the last time, but
she'll stay this time.
Let her use those long legs. Let her use some speed. She is athletic, so not very. Fielding lays down the perfect bunt.
That was a beautiful bunt.
Oh!
She almost ran out the sacrifice bunt. She's going to be out.
Boy.
Wow. That was quite a sacrifice bunt there. Almost legged it out for a infield single.
Yeah, almost. You're right. It was a good call over there.
All right, now the tying run is at second base in scoring position. Here comes Lainey Deer, her second time up today. She got caught by a strikeout last time looking. We'll see if she can advance to the tying run at second here.
See if she can help her own cause right here to get at least a tie game to stay out there for the Lady Oaks, and if nothing else, it'd be great if they could push across 2. Here comes the pitch. She lays off that high stuff.
It's 2-0
Looks
now.
so good. Ellie Schumann, you cannot tell me, I don't care, there's no pitch count, 136 pitches.
You can't tell me you're a little sore.
You got to be tired.
Exactly.
If you're not sore, that's fine, but you got to be tired.
Yeah.
Just a sophomore in the circle. That was great leadership shown here by Bauman to go out there and step out there. A junior. Telling her, just relax, we got this. Trust your defense. Out of play.
It's 2-1 now here to Lainey Deer. Again, the tying run is at second base. Only 1 out for the Oaks here in the bottom half of the 10th inning, where the Pirates just took the lead by 1 in the top half. She gets a piece of 1. It's a little too high, though. It's going to come down in the infield. That's an out there. A pop up to the second baseman, Maddie McCarty. Fleury still at second. And here comes Meredith Steinke with the last out of the Oakfield season if they cannot extend this game.
Meredith has come through on some clutch hits before. Here comes she had a double the last time up. Been hit by a pitch twice, singled.
She fouls one back out of play.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to say that on your microphone? Yeah, okay. 0-1.
The Oaks down to their last out. Meredith takes a ball inside. It's 1-1. Meredith steps back in. Pitch comes home. That's going to be a strike. She didn't like it, but it was there. It's 1-2 now. The Oaks down to their final strike of tonight. If they can't get into play here, the tying run at second. Any contact here would give the Oaks some hope. Steinke steps back in. Swung and a miss. That is a strikeout swinging. The Oaks go down. The Pirates take an extra innings win, and they are going to be regional champs here. A devastating end to the season for the Lady Oaks. But a great win here today for the Waterloo Pirates. They stuck in it and made sure that they could take home the victory. Great game both ways, I should say.
Yeah. Well, you can see the handshake. We're going to stay right there. And the regional champions here in the Waterloo Pirates. Great job. Yeah.
All right, here on Jeff's live streams, we're just kind of finishing it up here. We're going to do a little bit of a post-game show. We want to congratulate both teams here, the Oakfield Oaks on a great season, and the Waterloo Pirates on being regional champions. Out there to accept their plaque now. A great game both ways here as the Pirates celebrate here. Tough loss for the Oaks. A great game. We're into the 10th inning. That's never an easy one. Just the longevity of both these teams to come out here and do this. But the Pirates come away with it, scoring 1 run in the top half of the 10th inning. The Oaks not able to answer. And end of the line here for the Oaks this season as their first time up in Division 4 ends in a defeat in the regional championship.
We'll step aside here with a couple of ads, and we'll come back with a summary of some statistics. You're listening to Dominic Ackerman and Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
You enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping. Enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway. Call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back. Here you can see the Waterloo Pirates celebrating on their regional championship here at Oakfield. These ladies did a fantastic job. Let's talk about the home team in the Oakfield girls first. Let's see where we're at offensively. Lydia Fleury was 2 for 3 on the day. Krista Sabo was 3 for 5. Meredith Steinke was 2 for 3 as well. Did a fantastic job on at the plate. They had only one walk, 7 strikeouts, 4 hit by pitch, only 1 stolen base, and 11 hits in this game. For the pitching, Lainey Shep started things out. She went 6 2/3 innings. She threw 106 pitches, 62 strikes, 44 balls. She gave up 6 runs, so her ERA was a 6.3. And she had 3 walks, only 2 strikeouts, and gave up 13 hits in this contest here. How many runs? She had 6 earned runs. Lainey Deer came in relief. She pitched for 3 1/3 innings. She had 42 pitches, 26 strikes, 16 balls, gave up 1 run in this contest, and she had 2 strikeouts. She gave up 4 hits. And again, the ladies from Waterloo were able to manufacture a whole bunch of runs, as we can see them celebrating here on our post-game show. So let me just get rid of that upcoming schedule so you can continue to see them, and we'll talk about that bracket here shortly. Let's talk about the hitting for the Waterloo Pirates, who are your regional champions. Allie Schumann was 3 for 6 at the plate. Emma Bauman was 2 for 2 with 4 walks on the day, and I don't blame them for walking her. Marissa Spoke was 3 for 5. Alex McCarty was 3 for 6. Maddie McCarty was 3 for 5. And Nevaeh Lawson was 2 for 5, so she had an incredible job at the plate. They had a total of 17 hits, 13 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 home run. And they had 6 walks and 4 strikeouts today. Pitching, Allie Schumann the whole way, 142 pitches, 98 strikes, 44 balls. She's 6 runs were earned, but because we went into 10 innings, she had an earned run average of a 4.2. 7 strikeouts, 2 of them looking, 5 swinging, and again, she had 11 hits and only 1 walk, but she did have several hit by pitch. I believe it says 4 is what she had. Congratulations again to the Waterloo Pirates on their victory here in the regional championship, or regional final. They're going to be taking on either Deerfield or Random Lake, and that one will be played at either one of those two places, depending upon who has the victory, because Waterloo is the 5 seed, so they're the lower seed. So, again, congratulations to the Waterloo Pirates. I hope that you've enjoyed our broadcast here. I do want you to know, so we still have some softball, baseball that we are finishing up here. We won't obviously be back here for a sectional semi softball, but we are looking at we will be at Lamira. Would be our assumption is that they still are, that Lamira probably would have won, but we don't know that for a fact as of yet. Dominic's going to see if he can quickly pop open the Lamira game changer to see if they did win. And then we will be at Mayville Regional Baseball as well for their victory. One of the things that we do here, while he's continuing to look for that, oh, no, you don't have reception. That's right here. I think I might have it. You want to just double-check my game changer and see if you can
pull it up?
Yep. And see what the result is there. While he's doing it and looking at that, let me make sure that we always, at Jeff's live stream, we always end with a prayer. Were you able to find 2-0 for
Mayville won.
Mayville won.
Oh, no, sorry, Lamira. Sorry,
Lamira beat Mayville 2-0 only.
Adams Friendship.
Or Adams Friendship,
That's
sorry.
right, yeah. My bad.
That's okay. To advance, that is a fantastic job over there by Adams Friendship to take the number 1 seed as well, 2-0. Here on Jeff's live stream, we always end with a prayer. As we take a look at the rest of our schedule, you can see where we're planning to broadcast. So if you would, please join us here for the prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to give thanks for the opportunity for us to provide this service and to help create memories for communities and kids. And I hope that we've done a good job here for the Waterloo Pirates as well as the Oakfield Lady Oaks. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you also that we had no major injuries that took place today in this contest. We also pray that you will be with everybody as they head home today from their travels here at Village Park in Oakfield. And Heavenly Father, we want to give you thanks for the opportunity for this gorgeous day and the breath that you put in us, and we give the opportunity to praise and glorify you. In Jesus' name we pray. Once again, here from Village Park in Oakfield, your final score 7-6 for the Waterloo Pirates. Congratulations to them on being regional champions here in Division 4. Take care, God bless, and we hope to see you at a diamond near us as we're going to finish up those games tomorrow that were rained out today over in Laconia, and we'll also be broadcasting again next week. Thanks again for following our broadcast here. This is Jeff Sauer signing off here on Jeff's live streams. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.